Alright, what's up guys? So back to the Honda Civic. So I try to beat the daytime, see how much I can get done before it gets dark. Still gonna try to push to work on it even if it gets dark. We'll see how far that goes. I'll probably install the timing belt at least today. I forgot that this has to get cut, so I'm gonna try to tackle that too. If not today, it'll be on another video when we start to get a gasket, because the one on here, I mean, I could turn it on with the current gasket, but I like to replace my gaskets every time I pull a belt cover, just because as we know, the rubber ones, they get oil residue on them, and they become, I feel like they become no good because they don't get that good one-to-one contact with the head. So yeah, like I said, I can still put the door cover on, just turn on the car and see how it goes, at least timing belt wise from there, and then do whatever else I have to do to it. So as for the timing tensioner, this is it. So step out here. So it dried, cured, it's on the really good, still spins freely. So yeah, now I'm gonna go to installing this and putting on the timing belt. Alright, so I got the tensioner here. We got the belt box here. It's like I said, it's like Gates Racing RPM. For anyone interested, that's the part number. I believe when I had ordered it, I ordered it off of eBay. I can't remember the price on it, but it comes with two belts. It comes with the small one that goes on the balancing shafts, which a lot of guys who built their H's go with the KS Tune balancing shaft eliminator kit. However, on this motor, they left the balancing shafts on, so instead of putting the stock belt, there's nothing wrong with this stock belt on this motor, but instead of leaving that one on, since this one came with it, decided might as well just use it. And then the other belt, which is the main belt, the main timing belt, when it comes out of here, it's right here. So once again, Gates. So I guess, I don't know if the part number is different on the box and this one. Nope, actually it's the same. So part numbers are the same. So yeah, this is gonna be the belt we're gonna be putting on there. So you need to remove the valve cover. We'll just place it over here. Actually, I'll place it over here on the ground. Out of sight, out of mind kind of deal. One cool thing that I had bought from Randy Brent, I hope I said his name right. I know it's Randy. Is this cam gear, a billet cam gear lock. Basically you set your timing up straight on both cams towards the top dead center, and then you just slide this in. It's very tight fit, so if your cams are a little bit off, it won't go in, but that's good. You don't want no play in it, and this is very tight fit. It even has these little lines here, so like how it has this line over here. It also, on the cam gear itself, it has a line here too, so you just match up these lines with the existing lines on the cam gear, and it slides on like butter. So yeah, that's one cool little tool that I use. Actually, I started using. and I have no complaints with it at all. Alright, so I removed the timing belt, as you can see. Reason why is because I put it on, I went to go tighten up the tensioner, and it already has a KS tune tensioner. We didn't know that, so the night before I actually tore the car apart, we went ahead and ordered that blocker, the walk blocker, and a KS tune tensioner because we thought I had the factory spring one, since the belt had walked. I went ahead and did, when I had removed the belt, we ended up seeing that I had this one on it. So I went, right now, put the belt on. One thing I don't like about this old model is it's really hard to tighten this big nut. The new model has a way smaller one. The nut that comes with is the same size as the bolt you're trying to tighten, or the bolt you adjust, I should say. Whereas, like I said, this one's really big. So, like this one, I believe. Let me check. Yeah. So this one, they said these are the same size. They're 9/16 on both ends. Whereas this one, it's a 9/16 on top, but on the bottom part, you got to use it. You got to use a 3/4 to get it on there and tighten it, and it just, you don't have that much room to fit both ears in there in the area and tighten it snug enough with the belt on and the tensioner in the way. It's too crowded. So as much as I didn't want to put the new one on because I figured we could use the old one and send this one back or probably sell it to someone else, I'm gonna go ahead and put this one on, and who knows, if anyone needs one, it'll be up for sale. As for the belts, I didn't show you, and I should have showed you on the belts for those that are curious on why go with a racing belt over stock. So the thickness, or the width I should say, is the same, but the thickness of it from a stock to aftermarket is different. It's a lot thick. Of course, you could like feel the thickness between the aftermarket and the stock difference. So anyone who's doing a tiny belt change and is not on a stock motor, or for whatever reason you just want to go with a better belt, I highly recommend going with this one. So I'm gonna go ahead and put everything back together, and we'll update this video. So what's going on, YouTube followers, YouTube viewers? Last night I ended up finishing Isaac's. Well, I didn't finish up his car, but I finished installing the timing belt and the balancing shaft belt. Took me a while to figure out the balancing shaft belt. I hadn't messed with these balancing shafts in a pretty good while, so I couldn't remember where the markings went on them. Ended up figuring it out. And yeah, so today I'm gonna wrap it up. Basically, I still gotta put on the pneumatic balancer. The pneumatic balancer, but along with the plate that goes there. I have them underneath. So put the cover on. I'm also gonna end up cutting, like I had mentioned before, I believe. I'm gonna cut this open so you can see the whole cam gear, so it's easier to do timing. So we can do timing either off the cams or off of the pneumatic balancer. Well, pneumatic balancer doesn't really have any lines on it, because on the H22s you get your timing. You're supposed to get your timing from here, but that has a broken ear. It doesn't work so well. It's hard to see the line on your flywheel, so we go off of here. But of course, with this, it's hard to see it. So, anyways, I'm gonna get to, like I said, putting the stuff back on, and then turn it on and see how it goes from there. Oh, one quick thing I was going to mention, I forgot. So, for those curious on, or don't remember, or learning H's, H and F are basically the same. Or trying to figure out how to set these, basically, so if you look, let me see if I can get this. If you look at that little mark right there, that mark, there's another mark right here. They should line up. And then there's another line right here on the side of the block. Let me see if I can get it from the bottom better. On the side of the block, you have that mark right there. So this one and that should line up. Then on the back side, you'll have a dot here. Too much lighting. So on the back side, you have a dot right here. That dot should line up with this line right here. So I said that dot should line up with this line here. And then when you go to the top, which is really hard to see this one, once you do it, you'll realize it. You see a little line here. Well, on this part, let me see. On this part of the, what do you call it, the gear, this lip right here, there's a little V groove on it. If you get that little V groove should meet up with this point right here. So the little V groove matches up with that, and you know that's set to good. Also, you just don't want to set it there, but on the H22s on the back of the block, or like I said, F series, you have this bolt. If you remove this bolt, it doesn't go all the way through. It's just a plug basically. So that bolt will go through, comes out this hole, and what that does is it locks this gear. So this gear, as you're spinning it, it has a hole through it, and as you're spinning it and have pressure on your bolt or your screwdriver, a lot of people use Phillips screwdriver, which is what I used. You'll feel it go through, and then the gear just locks, and it has some play in it, but it should, like I said, if it locks in the position where that dot's at and that little V groove is at, you're good. Then you can put your belt on. Of course, the motor should already be on top dead center, considering that you set everything on the block at top dead center. So that'll be locked. Crankshaft will be at top dead center, and this one has to be with that little line matching up and the line on top matching up. Alright guys, so valve cover's cut. Everything's ready to put on. We got the cover back on and the mag bands back on. Put the motor mount back on. So now that's all on, let's go get a valve cover gasket kit. Always like replacing them, just because the gasket itself gets really oily, and yeah, you could probably get away with it being useful still, but I don't like taking the chance. So I usually always try to replace these. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and install it, and then we'll get to turning on the car and see how it is. Also, I do want to say, I know I had mentioned it before about this piece, but I'm gonna see if we can see it. So I know I said his name is Randy Randy Brent, I think, on Facebook. But on here it says Randy's Speed Shop. So you can also find him on that for this product. If you get on like the H2B pages, he's on there. So you can find him through there too. Like I said, it's a really good product for anyone who's doing a tiny belt change or cam swap or something. It just helps get your cams on zero, and you know, make sure everything's good whenever you tighten down your cam caps. Another thing I want to mention is I always had used like regular sockets when removing the mag bouncer, and usually on a mag bouncer that's never been removed from a Honda, as everyone who's ever done it before knows, they are hard to remove. You can use impacts and bigger bars, and they're just not fun to remove. So we found out about this socket, and it got a lot of mass to it basically. So it's a real thick, solid socket that you can buy. We bought this one on Amazon. I don't remember for how much, but we got it off of Amazon, and just with the regular impact gun, it removed it quickly. We used that same impact gun before with the regular socket, trying to get that same bolt off, and it would not budge. As soon as we got this socket in, we put it on the impact gun, and it took it off within seconds. There was no trying it a few times before it broke loose. It just came off. So if anyone is looking for something like that, I would highly recommend you getting one. It is well worth it. Okay, so I got everything on the valve cover. I need to I'm glad I saw that. Put that PVC back on. Wires are all back on. Gasket is good. Can't really see too hard to see back there, but it's all good. So now, wires back there. Like I said, cut it so we got visibility to it. Now I'm before lowering it, I just gotta put this one wheel on. Before doing that, I'm gonna go ahead and turn it on, and hopefully all goes well. So let's get it. Got it turned on right now. This look good. We'll let it idle, and while it's idling, I'm gonna go ahead and put that wheel on and drop it we'll get it back down on the ground and see how it goes. On the street, we'll go for a little drive, see if hopefully, cross the fingers, everything goes well. Alright guys, so I just finished taking out the Civic, the H22 Civic, after doing the belt replacement. Drove great, had no problems with it at all. It's still where it was at when I left it. Now it's just ready to get it to the dyno, get it tuned, and see what it makes. It made 500 before, so we're trying to see if it can make more. 600 on the stock fuel lines is what we're trying to go for, and after that, the plan is to upgrade the fuel lines and go for 700-800. But I know I've been telling you about Isaac and other builds we have of his. Fortunately, the other build of his isn't here. He just took it to Houston to go get that one tuned. But this is Isaac. Isaac, say hi, Isaac.
How you doing, folks?
So.
Yep, you like my money pit?
Big money pit. We all have money. Well, me and this dude got big money pits, and we hope to share them with y'all and see where they go. It's kind of gonna be a big adventure. Something we've been on, and we just want to take y'all on it with us. So I guess I'm gonna end this vlog here with the success of the timing belt. And
what else do you have to do? We gotta cut this part off, right?
I already did it. All right, it's gonna be in the video too. I already cut that off, and so you're good to go.
You did cut it off. Oh,
Yeah.
I didn't cut this part off.
Yeah, no, I'm leaving that alone. But
Okay.
yeah, that's where we're into the vlog here. So everyone have a good night. What is it? Don't forget to like and subscribe. So yeah, don't forget to do either of those. I really appreciate it. Also, now that I'm on subscribing, thank you to the people who have subscribed. Thank you to the people who watch the video. Thank you to my boy Rob who commented on it. Yeah, I really appreciate it. I didn't expect almost 60 views on it on just my first one, so that's pretty cool, especially for a video that I've never done before. So anyways, you have a good night. Thank you.